Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something new here. I'm going to be chatting with you all about items that are on my wish list. This is heavily makeup gear. There are a few items on here, like some perfumes I have my eye on and like a brush, a makeup brush. But for the most part, this is going to be makeup. So if you want to see what I'm currently eyeing or have been eyeing for a long time, that is what I'm going to chat about today. If you're new here, hey, I post every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Be sure to go ahead and smash that subscribe button before you leave and give this video a big thumbs up. And without further ado, let's, jump into it. Okay, so kind of per usual, I'm going to be popping the photo of the product up over here on the side so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. I have my MacBook in front of me, so that's what I'll be looking at so that I can see my wish list. And the first item I've had my eye on for a while is the E27 Inner Corner Highlight Brush. This is from Rose and Ben Beauty. I have another one of her brushes, but it's currently in the bin where I'm gonna wash it. But I really want this because I feel like the shape is so unique and it would be great not to only get in the inner corner, but also for the brow bone highlight. It just looks incredible. And from trying out her other brush, I know that the quality is there. It's really high quality. It is great. It's really soft. So I've had my eye on this literally forever, and I eventually, hopefully, will have it in my collection. The next item that I've had my eye on for a long time it's a fragrance and it's from Sanctuary. This is called Red Panda. I actually was able to test this through, what was that thing called? Scentbird. There we go, Scentbird. It was one of the fragrances that were sent through them and I love this. This is like a perfect, warm, yummy winter fragrance. And I've been trying to like hold off on it because obviously it was summer and stuff before, but now we're getting into the winter months. And if I finish the two up that I've been kind of panning, then I might go ahead and pick this one up. It is so warm and yummy, and like a portion of the proceeds also do go to the Red Panda. So I think that that is pretty cool as well. Next up, I have the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. I added this to my wish list because my friend Erin, who also has a YouTube channel I can link below, she mentioned this in one of her favorites videos, and it got me like, oh, because like, I don't know, I haven't really, a lot of the things I've tried from Bobbi Brown I've hated, I'll be honest. So I don't really dabble in the brand unless I see someone talking like highly of it. And she really seemed to love this. So I've had it on my wish list for a while. Lord knows I don't need another foundation, which is why I haven't really purchased it yet. But it's one that I have on my radar and would eventually like to try out. I don't think I mentioned this in the video, beginning of the video. I am going to try and go through this quickly, but my wish list is kind of long. Since I'm in pan over purchase, I can't buy a lot of the items that I would like to. So like shopping for items and putting them on my wish list is kind of like my guilty pleasure. So I would grab yourself a drink, a snack, whatever, because I'm going to try to do it quick, but I don't know how long this is going to be. Next up is the URD Mini Eyeshadow Palette from Odin's Eye. I've also had my eye on this literally forever. So many people talk really highly of Odin's Eye, but the person that inspired me is my friend Beauty with Steph. She uses Odin's Eye all the time. She frequently talks about how it is like her favorite eyeshadow formulation. And me being, you know, a little bit of an eyeshadow connoisseur, I'm like, wow, if this is her favorite formula, like I need to also try this formula. So eventually I really want to try Odin's Eye as a whole. I do have another Odin's Eye palette on my wish list that you will see here in a little bit, but this is the one that has been sitting on my wish list the longest. I think it is so beautiful. The next item is from Tarte. It is the Shape Tape Moisturizer. I actually had gotten a sample of this last summer and wow, it was good. Like, my skin was just so so soft and buttery that I went ahead and I added it to my wish list because I really would love to have it. I haven't really had a lull in my skincare since then. I do get some PR that I really enjoy from LMS. And then I have like a staple routine, and then I have some other stuff I have to try. So I haven't really had a gap big enough to go out and warrant purchasing it. But I'm hoping maybe we'll get there this winter or maybe next spring. But yeah, the sample of this was absolutely fabulous, and I would love a full size. The next product is the Merit Signature Lips Lip Lightweight Lipstick. I do already have one of these in the shade Slip. I'm actually wearing it today. I absolutely love this formula. It is so stinking beautiful, you guys. Comfortable, gives like a nice saturated tint to the lips, fades off nicely, reapplies nicely. Hands down, probably one of my favorites in my collection. So I had added the shade Baby, which is a neutral pink, to my wish list because I honestly think that that would be a perfect like everyday neutral shade on my skin tone. So I have that one listed as well. The next product is from Huda. It is her Power Bullet in the cream formulation. I have 4 of these, and I love the formulation. They are gorgeous. I was gifted one in PR. I got 2 for my wish list swap with Becca, and then I bought one, and I just love them. They are so good, so comfortable, so beautiful on the lips. So I still have the shade Buttercup, which is a light pink nude, which I also think would be really pretty. Just add to the variety that I have in that formula. But I highly recommend these, and basically I'm just wanting to add more variety to my little Huda collection. Next up, I have a eyeshadow palette from Dior. This is the, it's so hard to see. The 429 is this eyeshadow palette, and it looks like a little bit of a cooler neutral situation. I have heard a lot of really good things about Dior eyeshadows. However, I have never personally tried the brand's eyeshadow formulation. If you guys have been here, then you know Dior has been very hit or miss for me. Either they knock it out of the park and I love the product, or I hate it. They have been very so that could definitely go either way, but they are a formulation that I eventually would like to try out, and I do think that this color story looks right up my alley. The next product is another eyeshadow palette. It is from Untitled Beauty, and this one was inspired by my friend Danielle over at Boise Beauty. She has been working with Untitled for, well, I don't know, probably as long as I've been following her. So like almost 3 years at least. And this palette was actually in a bundle that she curated with the brand. And I know that it looks like pretty basic and neutral, but I like that. So this has been on my to try list for a while. I think it is beautiful. The tones, like those deep dark tones there on the bottom, have me like, argh. My friend Becca also recently got PR from them, and she was sent this, and she's done some really beautiful looks with the palette. So it's one that's been sitting on my wish list for a while as well. This one here I saw on Michaela's TikTok. This is a peel off glitter glue from Mamacita Cosmetics. And literally you put it on your eyelid, then you apply the glitter on top of it. Then at night when you're ready to remove it, you just peel off the glitter gel, and ba-boom, it all comes off at the same time. I was like, Choo-poo! Even though I don't really have a lot of glitter left in my collection, I think it would be something really nice to have for like when you want to do that. Like, I think that's incredible. Next up is the other Odin's Eye palette that I mentioned that I also had on my wish list. This is the, what is it even called? I don't know, Solman 2 or something like that. Wow, it is so pretty. I literally, for my friend Steph's birthday, I bought it for her and had it sent to her. When I tell you it legitimately took all my willpower to not buy one for myself, like, you don't even know. Like, oh my God, it was so hard. But this palette is so beautiful, and Steph has created so many stunning looks with it. Like, it is gorgeous, you guys. It is so beautiful, and eventually it will be mine. It's honestly probably one of like the top 3 palettes I have my eye on right now is going to be this one, and then 2 others we're going to talk about later. Just in case you want to send me something. Just kidding, you guys. But the next one is the Major Brow Illumination Gel. This one's from Patrick Tall. It's been on my wish list for a while. I've heard pretty mixed reviews about it, and while I do love like my pink honey glue, I do just think it would be a lot more convenient to be able to take something with a wand out and, you know what I mean? I just think it would be a lot quicker. So it's something that I want to try, and hopefully it'll work for me. The next product is from Flower Beauty. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's a Spotlight Liquid Highlighter. I have my eye on the shade Gleam. The reason I want this is because, well, this is almost gone. And then I have one in a lighter shade for winter that I'm hoping to finish by the end of this year as well. And then I would kind of like to start branching out, trying some other new things. So I thought that this would be a good one, and it would be a really affordable one to try out. So I have my eye on that, as well as the e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel. Everyone and their mom is like raving about this, so I am curious about it. I recently tried the NYX brow mascara that a lot of people really like, and it really just wasn't for me. So I don't know, maybe this won't be for me either, but we'll see. I don't know. I want to try it. It's $5. Like, it could, if it's a win, it's $5, but also if it's a lose, it's $5. So I've been eyeing that. Next up, I'm eyeing the Butter Believe It foundation, and you can only get this on Physicians Formula's website. I have my eye on the shade Fair Light. I saw Emily's makeup bag mention this in a favorites, and she did a get ready with me with it, and hers was like almost gone, which like really inspired me, because us who have a lot more, we have an abundance of makeup. If we really love it, you can tell, because it has been used to death. And I feel like, you know, she's chose to use the crap out of this foundation out of her whole collection. So it must be good. So I've been eyeing this, and it's one that I eventually would love to pick up. I also have the Say Sunmelt Natural Cream Bronzer in the shade Light on my wish list as well. I thought about picking this up with my Rouge Reward, but I'm really unsure with the texture. I was able to swatch this in Sephora, and I'm going to leave it on my wish list for now, but it almost felt kind of oily. Let me know if you have this, if it's similar. Like, I prefer more of a cream consistency, and this felt like more on the oily side. So I actually don't really know if I would like it or not. So that's one that I'm kind of debating on taking off my wish list. I want to hopefully get back to a Sephora and swatch it again to kind of help me formulate my thoughts, but that's just kind of where I'm at with it right now. The next product that is high on my I want list is the Kaleidos Escape Pod. And I know this is a very loud, bright color story, not something that I use that often, but this would be the one in my collection that I would reach for or I would use. I'm really just interested in trying the formula as well. Everyone speaks pretty highly of Kaleidos, and so I want to dabble in this palette. Just looks absolutely freaking beautiful. So I have my eyeball on that. Another fragrance is the Chanel Chance A Du Tendril Perfume Spray. I don't know if I said any of that right, but this smells so yummy. I had a sample of it, and oh my Lord, delicious. It went immediately on the wish list, and I've just been waiting for like a 5 times points on fragrance from Ulta, and then I'm gonna get it. But I've been waiting. I've been being good. I've been waiting. I also have the Gucci Flora on my wish list. I was able to finish one of the smaller ones, the 1 ounce one, and then I just haven't picked up a replacement because I don't know if you guys can see, but like this is my little perfume thing, and there's perfume on there. So I've been trying to resist picking up any new ones for a while, but I highly recommend that one. Smells delicious. I also have a mini of the Tarte Sea Breezy Cream Blush on my wish list as well. The mini comes in the Pinky Sky, which is a like rosy matte pink. I think that it looks like it would be a really beautiful color, especially going into the fall winter season. So I have my eye on that. A lot of people have spoken super highly of it, so I would love to try it. I also want to try the Rare Beauty Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Stick. I have the shade Happy Soul in my wish list, and it's described as a light brown with a cool undertone. Steph, my friend, absolutely loves this. She says it's one of her favorite cream bronzers. I have heard a little bit of mixed feedback regarding the tone and it coming across a little bit more like warm to the point where it's a little orangey. So I've kind of been back and forth about that, but I am going to go ahead and leave it on my wish list for now, and we will see. The next product is from, well, the next 2 products are from Nars. They are the Soft Matte Tinted Lip Balm. I have the shade Unrestricted, which is described as a pink nude. And then I also have the shade Brief Encounter, which is described as a neutral nude on my wish list. I have the shade Intimate, and I love this, you guys. This is so good. You can't even tell how much I've used it, honestly, but I've used it a lot. These are really comfortable and give you a great amount of coverage on the lips, but they're not too heavy, they're not too matte, they're not too slippery. It is like the most perfect formula. And so the fact that like no one is raving about them, I'm like, you guys, listen to me. These are so good. If you're looking for a new lippy, I would highly recommend these. I kind of wish that the packaging was like that bronze or gold. Like that's just a silly preference, but I like that shade better than like silver. But the product in here, phenomenal. So I want more of those. The next product is actually going to be a cleansing balm, and it is from Netrium. It's the Purple Ginseng Cleansing Balm. Rose and Ben raves really highly of this cleansing balm, and she does like 3 to 4 looks a day. So if she says the cleansing balm is good, it's got to be good, because that woman is putting on and taking off makeup multiple times a day. So I had my eye on this, and I was actually really surprised at how affordable it was. I figured it was going to be crazy, but it is really affordable. Right now, I think I'm going through my Clinique one, and then I have one more LMS one, and then I'll probably place an order for this to try it out and see how it is, but I'm really excited about that. I also have the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Fearless on my wish list. I had like a little mini of this and I finished it. It was either at the end of last year or at the beginning of this year. I can't remember. But I really loved this one. The tone on my lips looked really pretty. It just like kind of enhanced their natural color. And this formula is really hydrating. It's really juicy. It looks nice on the lips. It's one that I do enjoy reapplying throughout the day. I have emptied a few minis of this product, so I would love to have a full size of the purple one. Then I also have the Rose Ink bronzer in the shade Medium on my wish list as well. I have heard a lot of really good things about this, and I am on a bronzer kick, you guys. Like, but I would love to try it because I do have the Rose Ink Skin Tint. Absolutely love that. So I have high hopes for this, and I think the tone looks really beautiful. I was able to swatch it in store and it felt nice, so I think it would be something I would enjoy. And then sticking with the Rose Ink train, I also have my eye on their new Divine Clean Dewy Cream Blush. The shade Heliotrope, which is described as an apricot. Sounds and yeah, I'm interested. I actually don't have that many cream blushes in my collection right now. I was actually talking to Steph and I was like, am I growing up? But it's shifted to bronzer. That's where my collection's exploding right now. But yeah, this looks really beautiful and I've heard really great things about the formula, so I'm curious about that. The next one is a fragrance, and I've chatted a little bit about this before on my channel. It's a Burberry Her perfume. Wow. I've had 2 samples of this, and oh my gosh, you guys, it just smells so freaking good. And like I said, I'm waiting for a 5 times points at Ulta to pick it up, and then she's mine. She will be mine. Next up is the Armani Beauty. I put a mini of the Luminous Silk on my wish list in the color 5. And I feel like this is a cult classic that a lot of people enjoy and rave about. So I kind of just want to try it for that reason, because so many people love it and rave about it. And I love that it is available in a smaller size. I mean, that's what I love. If I could get everything in a mini, I would. I understand it might not be a better value, but I get to try it and I have a better likelihood of actually finishing up the product. And if I don't like it, then like, I just feel like I'm not wasting as much, and I would be more apt to keep a mini and just use it than a full size. So like, I just wish everything was in a mini size. So yeah, I have that on my wish list. I also have the Ellis Salt Eau de Perfume in a travel spray size. I put this on my wish list because Tati raved highly of the scent. I smelled it in Sephora and I really enjoyed it as well. So I was like, that would be a nice one to have to like toss in my purse or take when I travel. I try to keep a few of those kind of things on hand. But yeah, really nice. I'm also eyeballing the Gen C, what's this called? It is their brow arch support. There we go. Arch support in the shade medium brown 2. And I'm eyeing this because, are you guys noticing a trend? Steph was using this in her eyebrows, and oh my gosh, her eyebrows just look so good. And she raved about this product. So I was like, I'll bite. I'm curious. So I added it to the wish list. I also added a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick to my wish list as well, basically for shits and giggles. This is her Kissing lipstick in the shade Yes Honey, and I think that this would be really pretty. I have tried one of her lipsticks before and finished it. I thought it was nice. I didn't think it was like all of that, but I did enjoy it. So this is one of those that I put on there because I was like, I'm not going to buy it, but if I got it in like my wish list swapped or like a gift from a friend, then that would be nice. So that's why I put it on there. I was also eyeing the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Eggplant because I just think that would be so pretty in the waterline or the lower lash line. That purple shade I just think would be so gorgeous. So I put that in there. I do have another palette from Dior, and I'm not sure if this is still available or not, because I think it's a limited edition one, but this palette is, wow. The shades are like autumn in a palette, and I think that it is so stinking pretty. Yeah, she's gorgeous. So I threw that on my wish list. I also put the, I don't even know what shade this is, you guys. This one. But it's their Velvet Limited Editions. And this one is just a warmer neutral palette. I thought it'd be pretty to have on my wish list because it's something that, you know, I would easily be able to use and test out. I think it looks really pretty, basic but pretty. And then I have, of course, the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Gosh, you can tell I've been filming for a while. I'm like, my brain. But the Halo Glow, I think that this looks really nice. I think shade 1 would be the only potential one to work for me. The shade range does not seem very good, but also the Charlotte Tilbury ones are always sold out. In fact, the mini that I got of the Charlotte Tilbury one, I had to get shade 3, which was too dark for me, but I made it work and I finished it. I thought it was meh. But I would really be interested in trying this out at some point. And then also, I thought this was pretty. This is the Jouer, their new duo in the shade Cool. And this is our Sheer Cool Pink and then a tan bronzer. I think that this looks really pretty. And when she wore it on her stories, it looked absolutely gorgeous. So it's something that I'm kind of looking at, you know. The next thing I am so interested in trying is the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. I just think that this not only looks beautiful, but just like sounds like something I would freaking love. I added the color 8, and I'm not really sure about that. But when I swatched them in Sephora, it seemed like the closest to an actual neutral undertone, whereas the rest were so warm. So, but this is one that is high up on my list. I actually was this close to getting it with my Rouge Reward, and then I didn't. And I mostly didn't because I'm trying to finish this stupid thing. Like, it is taking so long, you guys. I would say we're probably down in here though, so I'm really hoping that it'll be gone soon. But anyways, really want to try this one. Next is the Natasha Denona Pastel Eyeshadow Palette, and like, I'm a clown. I don't really wear these colors or tones of eyeshadow, which is why I haven't bought it. But when I swatched those shimmers in store, I had to be drug out of there without it. Wow. The shimmers were just wow. Beautiful. Like, absolutely stunning. And then I swatched the mattes as well, and they came across very pigmented, really nice. And I was like, man, I don't really wear pastels, but if I did, those would be the ones that I would reach for. So this is casually on my wish list, something I maybe get through like my wish list swap or like for Christmas or something like that, but really pretty. The next item is the IRL Filter Longwear Foundation from Makeup Revolution, and I selected the shade F7. I put this on here because Tati tried it out and she really liked it. I've tried some of Tati's foundation recommendations in the past, and they didn't really work that well for me, so I don't know. But for the price, I thought it would be a good one to try out, and it could be like a really nice drugstore, like affordable option. So I have that on my wish list. I also have the Summer Fridays Sheer Skin Tint in the shade 2. A lot of people really loved this, but after seeing how liquidy it is, I don't know if I would. Like, texture-wise, I think that would be, like, weird for me. But it's going to stay on my wish list for now. But I could definitely see it coming off. Oh, the next thing that I've been lusting after so hard is the Venus and Flora's Looks Quad, whatever this voyeuristic vixen, I don't know how to say any of those words, from Pat McGrath. And I'm kind of worried that it was like discontinued or like limited edition and I missed it somehow. But I just feel like this is the most like wearable color story, and it's in a quad, and I feel like I would use it a lot. And I just haven't had the best experience with Pat McGrath, so I wanted to try a quad instead. And I've been on the hunt for it and it's nowhere. So that really sucks. If you're interested in decluttering yours, DM me because I really want this, and I cannot find it on any resale sites. I cannot find it on the site, Sephora, nowhere. Like, it is gone. And I just think it looks so pretty. So if you're interested in getting rid of yours, let me know. I also recently started looking at the NYX Born to Glow foundation in the shade Nude. I'm seeing quite a few YouTubers using this lately, and I know it's like an older product, but it sounds nice. It looks affordable. So I was like, you know what? I would be down to try that. This is just all stuff that like, yeah, I want to try. The same with the new House Labs foundation. I think the shade 110 Light Neutral would probably work best for me. But I also kind of wanted to use my Rouge Award for this as well because it looks so good. I've heard really, really good reviews so far. So I'm very, very curious to try that out. So hopefully soon, but we will see. It's gorgeous. The next item is from Estee Lauder. It's their Hydra Rescue Moisturizing Foundation. I picked the shade 1 and 2, and I literally had never even heard about this until it went on sale for Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. And then everyone was talking about how it was like the best foundation ever. And I was like, why am I just now hearing about that? Like, why has no one been talking about it before now? So I didn't pick it up during the 21 Days of Beauty, but it made me curious, so I put it on my radar. The Tower 28, they just launched a new mascara, and my favorite mascara has been discontinued, so I'm kind of like casually on the hunt. I do have a lot of backups of the Bite Beauty one, but I am like slowly trying out others as I go through those to hopefully find something nice. I've heard good things about this one. I don't typically like that kind of a wand in terms of material, so that's why I haven't bought it, but it's definitely something I could see myself, you know, picking up here after I empty another one maybe to test it out. I'm also eyeballing the Dior Addict Refillable Shine Lipstick. I picked out the shade 418, and my mom got one of these when we were in Sephora, and I'm so jealous because it looked so pretty and so stinking good. I was like, oh my god, I want it. But I didn't have a purchase available, nor did I have a replacement available, so I didn't get it. But wow, it looked so nice. So that's definitely on my wish list to be picking up. Something that's literally been on my wish list forever, but I just haven't got, and I don't know why, which maybe this is a sign that I don't need it, but it's been here on my wish list for a really long time. It is the Huda Haze Obsessions eyeshadow palette. Don't know why. I've literally wanted this forever. It's one of those palettes that has just lived rent-free for months. Like, I don't know, and I don't know why I never get it. Like I said, maybe that's a sign, but yeah, I don't know. I still think about it, so it's still there. I'm also kind of curious about the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation. I think the coverage sounds really nice, like something I would like, and I have heard some good things about it. I selected the shade L4. I don't know if that would be good for me or not, but I would hope. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought that sounded nice. Also, the Dior Forever Skin Corrector Concealer in the shade 2.5. I've had this on my wish list for a while. I was actually this close to picking it up, and then I got sent this one by Dior from Influencer. So I didn't end up picking it up, but I think that once I empty this, if I haven't gotten that Dior one yet, I will pick it up because a lot of people really, really love it. My friend Becca being like basically a spokesperson for it, but it just sounds so stinking good. So yeah, I've had my eye on it for a while, and I can definitely see myself picking it up soon. The last product that I just recently added that I'm like kind of curious about is the new Mothership palette in Moonlit Seduction, and I'm just kind of letting it sit on my wish list for a while. I don't foresee myself picking this up soon, but I'm just gonna let it sit there so I can think about it, because it doesn't even, to me, doesn't even come down to color story. It comes down to formulation, and like, I don't know if I just got like a bad palette or if Pat McGrath just isn't for me, which is kind of why I was wanting to really try out a quad first again, because the last Sephora palette that I had, what was that? I want to say Midnight Sun. Is that one of them? The one with like the purple and the orange. Super, super pretty. And I did like I did like 3 or 4 looks with that as well. And I did a review on it, and like, I just didn't like it. And it wasn't even that I didn't like the color story. I didn't like the formula. The mattes were really bad. Like, they were super patchy. They didn't blend. The shimmers were lackluster. The special shades were hard and they were flaking everywhere. They had so much fallout all over my face. I really, really hated it. So I don't know if I just got like a bad palette or if the product is just that overhyped. Like, I don't know. So I have it on my wish list. Like I said, I don't foresee myself like running out and grabbing it anytime soon. But it's just there. I'm kind of just like, you know, thinking about it. I would really like to get my hands on that quad first and then kind of decide, but it's chilling there. And yeah, wow. 40 minutes later, you guys, we have completely gone through my wish list. A lot of you said that you wanted to see this, so I hope that you really did, because it was a long video. Let me know if you are thinking about trying any of these products, or if you have any of these products and you want to leave me your thoughts on them down below. Please do so. I am very curious to know and would love to read about that. Of course, if you like this video, you guys, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. As always, thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!